What if I told you that you are made of stardust? That every atom in your body was forged in the heart of a dying star, billions of years ago? This isn't just poetry. It's a fundamental truth about our connection to the cosmos, a truth beautifully articulated by one of the world's most beloved physicists, Professor Brian Cox. Today, we're diving deep into his perspective on the universe, a view that combines profound scientific wonder with a deep appreciation for our fragile, fleeting existence. So, get ready to look up at the night sky in a way you never have before. Brian Cox has a unique talent for making the most complex ideas in physics feel accessible and deeply personal. For him, the story of the universe isn't just about abstract equations, it's our story. It begins 13.8 billion years ago with the Big Bang. Picture this: all the energy, all the matter, everything that would ever exist, compressed into a point of unimaginable density and heat. Then, in an instant, it expanded. This wasn't an explosion in space, but an explosion of space itself. As the universe cooled, fundamental particles began to form, eventually clumping together to create the first atoms, hydrogen and helium. For hundreds of millions of years, the universe was dark, filled with vast clouds of these simple gases. But gravity, the silent, patient architect of the cosmos, was at work. It pulled these clouds together, compressing them until the pressure and temperature at their cores became so immense that nuclear fusion ignited. The first stars were born, lighting up the cosmos. Cox emphasizes that these first-generation stars were cosmic giants, living fast and dying young. In their fiery deaths, in massive supernova explosions, they forged heavier elements: carbon, oxygen, iron, all the building blocks of life, and scattered them across the galaxy. This is where our story truly begins. The debris from these ancient stars formed new clouds of gas and dust, which then collapsed to form new star systems, including our own sun and its planets, about 4.6 billion years ago. Every element on Earth heavier than hydrogen and helium, including the carbon in your DNA and the iron in your blood, was created inside a star. As Cox puts it, we are the universe made conscious. We are a way for the cosmos to know itself. This idea is central to his worldview. Our existence is not separate from the universe. We are a direct physical consequence of its evolution. Now, let's talk about the mind-bending scale of it all. Our Milky Way galaxy contains an estimated 400 billion stars, and that's just one galaxy. Astronomers now believe there are around 2 trillion galaxies in the observable universe. When you look at a photograph like the Hubble ultra-deep field, every tiny speck of light is not a star, but an entire galaxy, each containing billions of its own stars and potentially billions of planets. The sheer numbers are overwhelming. Cox uses this scale not to make us feel insignificant, but to highlight how incredibly precious our world is. In this vast, seemingly indifferent cosmos, we find ourselves on this tiny, beautiful blue marble. This leads to one of the most profound questions. Are we alone? This is the Fermi paradox. Given the billions of stars and trillions of planets, the probability seems high that life should have arisen elsewhere. So, where is everybody? Cox offers a sobering perspective he calls the Great Filter. This is the idea that there might be a series of incredibly difficult, near impossible steps that life must overcome to become a spacefaring civilization. Perhaps life itself is incredibly rare, or maybe intelligence is the filter, or perhaps the most challenging filter lies ahead of us: the tendency for intelligent civilizations to self-destruct through war, climate change, or misuse of technology. This is not a message of despair, but a powerful call to action. Cox argues that if life is rare, if consciousness is a fleeting and precious phenomenon, it confers upon us an immense responsibility. We are the guardians of meaning in what might be an otherwise meaningless corner of the universe. Our planet, with its complex biosphere and symphony of life, might be the only oasis of its kind for thousands of light. The simple act of looking up at the stars, understanding our origins, and appreciating the beauty of the natural world becomes a profound act of cosmic significance. So, what does the future hold? The universe is still expanding, and it's doing so at an accelerating rate, driven by a mysterious force called dark energy. The ultimate fate is uncertain, but one leading theory is the heat death of the universe. Far into the future, all the stars will burn out, black holes will evaporate, and the universe will become a cold, dark, and empty place, with particles spread so far apart that nothing interesting can ever happen again. It's a bleak thought, but Cox finds a different lesson in it. He reminds us that we are living in the stelliferous era, the age of stars. We are here now, in the glorious, vibrant youth of the universe, a brief moment when the cosmos is filled with light, energy, and possibility. This is the core of Brian Cox's message. He's not just a physicist explaining facts. He's a storyteller weaving a grand narrative of our cosmic heritage. He invites us to see the universe not as something distant and abstract, but as something we are intimately a part of. The laws of physics that govern the most distant galaxies are the same laws that govern the firing of neurons in our brains as we ponder these very ideas. It's a perspective that fosters a sense of wonder, humility, and profound connection. So the next time you feel small or lost, remember this: You are a collection of atoms forged in the heart of a star. You are a living, thinking, feeling part of a 13.8 billion-year-old cosmic story. You are the universe's way of experiencing itself. In this vast and ancient cosmos, our brief time here is a gift. Let's not waste it. Let's be curious. Let's explore. And let's take care of this beautiful, fragile home we share. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through the cosmos with Professor Brian Cox. If you enjoyed this and want to explore more big ideas, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments what you find most awe-inspiring about the universe. Until next time, keep looking up.